Welcome to Gungaga. I'm Cisne, Coalition Captain.
Hey, you hear that?
Yeah, gotta be a weapon.
You been hearing it for a while?
For a few days now, yeah. Just the sight of those weird black wisps was enough.
Whispers.
Well, this just got more interesting.
Those we hate. Those we love. Those we fear. Genova would become anyone to fool her prey. I'm no fool.
Are the Whispers fighting?
Basically, we got some nasty-looking black whispers going up against the planet in the life stream. And these whispers are with Sephiroth, right?
Wow, what have I walked in on? You know, there are places better suited to these kinds of conversations.
Like Cosmo Canyon.
The home of planetology.
This ought to speed things up. A free flyer pilot works out of an old airstrip nearby. He can take you part of the way. Uh-oh.
What?
Thought maybe planes would be okay, but no.
Not in here! Open a window!
Hey, Sid,
Yeah?
you not worried about flying around in the open like this? What if Shinra sees us?
Shinra don't own the skies. Shitheads couldn't stop me even if they tried.
I think you and me are gonna get along just fine.
We're getting pretty close now.
Yep, bringing her down. Okay, folks, we're here. Brought you as far as I could. Hope y'all don't mind walking, 'cause now you're on your own.
What about the next time we need a lift?
Send up a signal. Just make sure I got room to land. Happy trails to you.
The Vale's this way.
Hey, so I've been meaning to ask you something. You said old Sephiroth's come back from the dead, right? And that's a bad thing. So, what I want to know is, how'd he do it? And what's he after?
He wants to save the planet.
But wouldn't that make him a good guy?
It's not what he's doing, but how. He doesn't give a shit if everyone dies in the process.
Sounds like a total nutter. I mean, there's not much point in having a planet if there's no one left to enjoy it, is there?
That said, let's not forget that we still got a whole nother problem. One that's reared its ugly head time and time again. Bunch of assholes who won't stop till they've bled the planet dry. Shinra. To hit them where it hurts, we'll need to leverage those connections of yours. But if you even think about stabbing us in the back, I'm gonna hug and squeeze you to death, you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Behold Cosmo Canyon, a sacred sanctuary where the planet's greatest minds gather.
It's beautiful. More than I ever imagined. Come on, let's pick up the pace. I can hear it calling my name.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, guys! It's me! I'm back!
Nanaki? I can't believe it. It really is you. We were so worried. Oh, come home.
Whoa!
Now, why don't you go pay your respects to fellow Bugenhagen? Come on.
You can let them through. They're good people. I promise. After all, they're the reason I'm here.
What in the hell was that? Hey guys, it's me! Who?
He's such a softie.
Real quick, gotta check something. An airship dropped these on us this morning. Wanted posters of the terrorists who bombed those reactors. But I think we can say you had nothing to do with all that. Even if Nanaki hadn't vouched for you, it's obvious. Welcome to the Sanctum of Planetology, Cosmo Canyon.
Welcome to Cosmo Canyon.
Can you believe it? Nanaki's back. It's such a relief to know that he's okay.
Did you see that scar over his eye, though? I don't know what he's been through, but it must have been bad.
Still, he's home safe now. And we owe the planet a debt of gratitude for that. We should make an offering.
You see that wanted poster? Pictures look nothing like us.
Must be that way for a reason.
Gotta keep on our toes.
The planet is always watching over each and every one of us.
Avalanche wanted, dead or alive. They've certainly made a name for themselves, haven't they?
For themselves and for us. In the public's eyes, planetologists and Avalanche are one and the same.
Even so, I doubt we need to worry about Shinra up and attacking Cosmo Canyon unprovoked. Though that would complicate my research.
I was born and raised here, in this canyon. I was to become a watcher of the Veil like those before me, until I was taken by Shinra. Now that I'm home and have repaid my debt to you, I plan to serve my village once more. I appreciate all that you've done for me. Thank you.
We're really gonna miss you, Red.
Oh, don't say that. You're only making this harder. I mean, I wish we had more time, but this is my duty.
I suppose it was your duty to act the old man.
I wanted you to treat me as an equal, not a dog.
No, nothing. Is that you, my boy?
Coming!
So, was that goodbye?
Nah, I'm sure we'll see him around the canyon. The real question is, why'd we come here? To learn the secrets of planetology. Come on!
Can't forget that materia!
As for me... that'll do. I'm gonna steal some shut-eye, if you dinna mind.
Then we can see the sights.
There's also a sister city.
Have you heard about Avalanche's crimes? There are wanted posters for them all over Cosmo Canyon.
To think that such violence would be perpetrated under the banner of planetology, it turns my stomach, honestly.
Fellow Bugenhagen told us to leave them be, and this is what we get for our inaction. We should have done something when we had the chance.
There's no point lamenting choices made long ago. We must focus our efforts on the future, on ensuring that the canyon and the people here remain safe.
At our very core, we are connected to the...
We will now embark on our tour of the Veil, whereby you may all experience the flow of spiritual energy. Our journey begins here, at the dawn of life, as newborn souls, freshly birthed by the planet. Though the road ahead is unknown,
Lift your gaze to the heavens. Watch as the clouds drift through the sky, going whichever way the wind takes them.
A lot of folks downplay the planet's peril, but if they saw the weapons up close like we did, they'd have no choice but to acknowledge how bad it really is. Folks around here, though, they get it. They want what's best for our planet. You can see it in their eyes. Wonder if it ain't too late to recruit them to Avalanche. Only wish we could have made it out here sooner.
If you ask me, planetology's the future. Paco's old news. The wind power.
Oh, Professor Gast. I hope you know that your legacy lives on. That your discoveries paved the way for our successes. What other scholar could ever hope to match your passion and excellence? Why did you have to leave us? Every day I strain to listen and pluck out your voice from the planet's chorus.
Oh, these are the friends I was talking about.
Thank you for looking after Mama. My name is Bugenhagen.
I teach planetology here in the canyon. One could say I know a thing or two about our world.
A thing or two? I doubt there's a thing or two you don't know about it.
Well, it might seem that way to a child like yourself.
I'm not a child anymore. I'm 48.
40 what?
Nanaki here has a long life ahead of him. In human terms, I would say he's about 15 or 16 years old.
That's more than old enough. I can protect our Vale and everyone in it. Which is more than I can say for my good-for-nothing father.
Speaking of the members of our little community, have you announced your return to one and all, Nanaki?
Not yet. Be right back.
But where are my manners? Please, come in and have a look around. Nanaki never had much exposure to the outside world. I can only hope his travels with you have served to enlighten him. That records fluctuations in various energies. I must ask that you handle it with care. It's a rather delicate device, you see. While that may appear to be little more than a glistening mineral at a glance, it is in fact a crystallized collection of our planet's memories. Whoa! Those devices are testing the pull of gravity. That's a scale model of our planet and the surrounding stars. One could say the dust it's collected represents the people who live upon it. Do you recognize that little scamp? I'll have you know that in his childhood, Nanaki was quite a handful. That is one of the first Mako detectors ever built. Though I suspect it can't detect much now. You won't find a larger telescope on the planet. With it, you can see to the edge of the galaxy. There's no better view of the stars than through this scope. But the lens could do with some cleaning. My apologies. life again, huh?
That's...
The planet crying out. A sorrowful dirge indeed. One I've heard all too often of late. This tubing allows us on the surface to hear the inner voice of the planet.
What we just heard didn't come from the planet, though. That was definitely the voice of a weapon.
You seem awfully sure of yourself, miss.
Because we saw them, with our own eyes. 2, in the Corel and Gungaga reactors. They were loud and huge.
A fascinating account, were it true. However, such grand delusions could be a sign of Mako poisoning. Do see a doctor.
Excuse me?
Oh. Yes. That would do them some good. Judging from everything you've said, the three of you are unfamiliar with basic planetology. But it is never too late to learn. Please, come with me. I present to you our planetarium. While the Shinra building features the latest iteration, this particular one is my original design. Now then, without further ado,
Wow.
this is only the beginning.
A shooting star!
Planetology is not simply the study of the cosmos and the celestial bodies that dwell in it. Rather, it is a quest to comprehend the cyclical nature of life. Behold, the planet we call home. It was from its soil, so teeming with life, that mankind was born. And like all living things, man is fated to die. So, what happens next? The body withers and returns to the planet. But what of the mind, the spirit, the soul? Much like its former vessel, it too returns whence it came. To the great river where all intertwine and circle the planet without end. A cycle of continuous convergence and divergence. The ceaseless ebb and flow that is the life stream. An apt name, though it is as much a reservoir as it is a stream, being the sum of the planet's spiritual energy. It is the very essence of our star, the blood coursing through its planetary veins. And if ever that essence were to be entirely depleted, Of course, these are but basic principles of planetology.
So you're saying that Mako is spiritual energy, which we're using up?
Just so. Siphoned from the planet and processed for industry, that energy can no longer fulfill its true purpose. It is fated to fuel man's machinery, then fade away.
Okay, but does it actually fade away? I mean, what if it doesn't? What if it just returns to the life stream in a different form? Is that possible?
A novel theory, suggestive of a lack of understanding. However, that can be overcome with time and education.
You rang?
Please escort this young lady to our seminar room, would you?
Right this way. Okay.
Hey, can I come?
Got a question. Planet runs out of energy. It and everything on it dies, right?
Yes.
There any way to avoid this? Like, making the spiritual energy stronger?
Why are you asking me such things? I'm sorry. I've come to realize that I'm somewhat stuck in the past. We've entered an era in which humanity exerts unprecedented influence over its environs. And as both the planet and society evolve, so too must science. And yet it seems that I cannot. Perhaps I'm much too old of a dog to learn any new tricks. Was my explanation of planetology not to your liking? Perhaps a seminar would provide a more agreeable experience.
This village is lame. Did you know none of the materia here is even real? And don't get me started on the planetologists. Bunch of blowhards in love with the sound of their own voice.
Ever-keeping calamity. If people everywhere resolve to not take her bounty for granted.
I invite you to do so now. Set free the secrets within, and lift yourselves higher.
Tell me, is it better to spread...
I heard from fellow Bugenhagen. By all means, please come and join the seminar. Follow me if you would.
They are both one and the same. Wouldn't you agree? We are as...
I ask you this, who among you has looked?
Please continue on into the assembly.
What about you, miss? You must have a story to share. Please.
Me? Okay. Where to begin? I fell into the life stream. I don't have words to describe it, except beautiful, maybe? It was a lot to take in. Feelings of kindness washed over me. Long-forgotten memories came flooding back. It was a warm, comforting place. But there was also conflict. A war between the planet and its enemies. And we can't let them win. We need the planet, and it needs us. We have to rise up, fight back, defend it from this terrible threat. Thing is, I don't know how to do any of that. And I hoped you might have the answer. I'm not criticizing planetology or anything, and I'm not trying to scare anybody either. I just... You know... Never mind. This is all coming out wrong.
Please, do not be discouraged. Should you ever wish to try again, we would be more than happy to listen. What matters is that you keep challenging your beliefs. Stop doing that, and the answers will forever elude you. On that note, I think we should adjourn for the evening. The River of Lights is almost upon us, so let us head to the torch.
I'll see you at the festival.
The River of Light ceremony will begin shortly. This night comes but once a year, bringing us closer to the planet. I've no doubt you'll feel her grace.
Ah, the River of Lights. Once a year, we gather the souls that have drifted to our veil and return them to the planet whence they came. I heartily encourage you to join us in this ceremony.
Is there any truth to the rumors? Has the beast really been sighted?
If the survey team is to be believed, then I'm afraid so.
The last sighting was only 2 years ago, though. The gaps are growing shorter and shorter.
Could it be a sign that something's wrong with the planet?
Let the voice rise up and wash over you, that it may guide your steps on the path.
Planet's spiritual energy and bring it into ourselves. First, a deep, calming breath.
Look at this! They're holding some festival today called the River of Lights. Thinking it could be worth checking out.
If we've anything to fear, it is not our fellow man, nor any creature big or small, with whom we share our home. It is that which comes from beyond the confines of this world. That which disrupts the natural order. The other which may attempt to claim and consume the planet. And so I bid you, her children, to join hands and come together. For united, we shall never succumb to fear of celestial calamity.
Some carry a fire that rivals even this. Like the youths who left the Vale years ago. Avalanche, they call themselves. They were young, but the desire to protect the planet burned bright within their hearts. And who were we to quench such noble passions? Though their path led them elsewhere. If they ever find their way back home, I hope to be here. To welcome them with open arms, no matter what they have done.
Did I sound as awkward as I felt?
Felt for you. Never been that good with words, as you know.
We're just two peas in a pod, aren't we? Look at those stars. I think I'm gonna stay out here a little longer.
I had the pleasure of talking to a mentor. Said it was presumptuous of me to think I could save the planet. She decides her own fate, you see. As rain cleanses the skies, so too does she cleanse herself with filth. So what? We sit here and theorize while the planet rinses and repeats?
No, we fight, or nothing will change.
That's what I said. I knew you'd see it my way, Merc. Thanks. Planetology, Avalanche, Marlene, and me. I don't know.
Put your faith in our great mother. She would never forsake us.
Look at them, gathered around the fire. Just like us that day. Me and Mom and Dad. If only we could do that again. Never mind. Just forget I said anything.
I'll lend an ear.
Whenever I think about my mom, my chest swells with so much pride, I feel like it'll burst. But when it comes to my dad, I just... Sorry, I can't. Still not ready.
When you die, you return to the planet? That has literally got to be the dumbest thing I have ever heard. Once you die, that's that.
Why do you think that?
I just do. I believe in anything else until I see some actual proof.
Man, I can't wait to see what they've got planned. Some say we're like grains of sand on the beach of the universe. Fatalist idiots. Spend my whole life trying to prove I'm wrong, but sitting here looking up at the sky, you can't help feeling pretty minuscule.
So, I'm an ancient. As in, a steward of the planet. One of those ancients. Or, to be more precise, the only ancient. For the most part, it's been a source of pain. I've been held against my will. I've been watched. I've been ignored. Even hated. And it's been that way ever since I was little. My blood's been nothing but a curse. If I ever started to forget, something would remind me of what I was and bring me crashing back down to Earth. It was always the same. Time after time. I'd be shown a glimmer of hope, only to have it snatched away. I was never gonna be normal. That much was clear.
It's okay.
So my blood's been a curse, but it's also been a blessing. It's brought some wonderful people into my life, friends that I love. And for once, I think I'm okay. Happy even. And all that pain feels worth it. Even if I can't lead a normal life, there is one thing I can do. Return their kindness. And try to make the most of what I've been given.
There! It is time!
Whoa!
Pretty sappy, huh? Meant every word, though.
So, this is where you've been, Nanaki.
What's up?
There's something of great import I need to show you. And by that I mean all of you. Join me, would you? What did you all think of the River of Lights? For whatever reason, the ceremony has drawn a number of tourists to the Vale as of late. When I ask for their impressions, they often speak of how beautiful it was. Some claim they were even moved to tears. It's an overwhelmingly positive reception, I'm happy to say. To stir the human soul is no small feat.
Want you to know,
And it pleases me to
you.
know that the River of Lights possesses such power. Alas, my hopes to parlay their emotional response into a deeper intellectual curiosity, they have yet to be fulfilled. People are surrounded by cats, dogs, birds, and trees. They know that life is all around them, be it through the birth of a baby or the blooming of a flower. They bear constant witness to the blessed cycle of creation, yet they've no interest in the welfare of our planet. Forgive me for sharing my idle thoughts. Keeping them to myself is quite a challenge in my old age.
I pray that the planet watches over and keeps all of you from harm on your journey.